Imagine this. It's 5 years from now, and you're living your dream life. No more sleepless nights worrying about credit card bills. No more living paycheck to paycheck. Instead, you're traveling, investing, and growing your wealth. Sounds like a fantasy, right? Well, here's the hard truth. Without a solid debt management plan, that dream will remain just that, a dream. But hey, if you're here thinking, I'll just win the lottery, let's get real. Statistically, you're more likely to be struck by lightning. Twice. In today's video, we're diving deep into the ultimate guide to mastering debt management, using strategies that will not only get you out of the red, but pave the way for the wealthy lifestyle you deserve. Stick around, because the last tip could save you thousands of dollars. Before we dive into the strategies, take a moment to reflect. What's the cost of staying where you are versus the potential of where you could be? Let's make this personal and transformational. Let's face it, debt is a sneaky beast. One moment, you're enjoying that new gadget or fancy dinner. The next, you're drowning in interest payments. Did you know the average American between 18 and 30 carries over $20,000 in debt? That's not just a number, that's a barrier to your dreams. Picture this. You're 35, still paying off that credit card from college. Your friends are buying homes, investing, and starting families, but you're stuck, buried under a mountain of payments. That's the reality of unchecked debt. But what if I told you there's a way to break free from this cycle without sacrificing your lifestyle? Here's the kicker. Debt isn't just financial, it's emotional. It weighs you down, kills your confidence, and keeps you from dreaming big. That's why we're tackling it head-on today. Here's the game plan. First, let's talk about the Debt-Snowball method. It's simple. List your debts from smallest to largest. Attack the smallest debt with everything you've got while making minimum payments on the rest. Why? Because paying off that first debt creates momentum. And trust me, momentum is everything. Think of it like binge-watching Netflix. Once you finish one episode, you have to watch the next. But this time, it's your financial freedom you're binging. Next up, consolidate and negotiate. Call your creditors. Yes, pick up the phone. You'd be surprised how often you can negotiate a lower interest rate. And if you have multiple high-interest debts, consider consolidating them into one manageable payment. But managing debt isn't just about reducing it. It's about preventing it from piling up again. That's where budgeting comes in. Let's dive deeper into budgeting, the cornerstone of financial health. Track your spending, every dollar. Use apps like Mint or YNAB to keep yourself accountable. And here's a pro tip. Allocate 20% of your income to financial goals like debt repayment and savings. Another strategy? The 50-30-20 rule. Spend 50% on needs, 30% on wants, and 20% on savings or debt repayment. This simple framework can keep you disciplined and focused. But wait, how do you actually build wealth while managing debt? That's where the real magic happens. Here's the secret sauce. You don't just pay off debt, you put your money to work. Start with an emergency fund, 3 to 6 months of living expenses. This cushion will keep you from falling back into debt when life throws a curveball. Once your emergency fund is solid, it's time to invest. Whether it's in an index fund, a high-yield savings account, or even a side hustle, the key is to make your money grow. And no, buying coffee every day isn't why you're broke. That's a myth. It's not about skipping lattes, it's about making intentional financial choices. Let's talk about side hustles. From freelancing to selling products online, additional income streams can accelerate your debt repayment and wealth-building journey. Automating your finances is the next step, and it's a game changer. Set up auto-pay for bills and investments, so you're building wealth without even thinking about it. And don't forget about tax-advantaged accounts, like a 401k or IRA. They're not just for retirement, they're tools to grow your wealth. But what if you've tried all this and still feel stuck? Don't worry, I've got one final strategy that will change everything. Here it is. Seek professional help. A financial advisor or credit counselor can create a personalized plan to get you back on track. Don't let pride stop you from reaching your dreams. Remember, debt doesn't define you. What defines you is how you rise above it. If you're ready to take control of your financial future, hit that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment below with your biggest takeaway. Together, we're building wealth, one step at a time.